was a journey I had to go on, is that for myself, as predominantly as an actor to start with, but really as I became more of a producer and a director as well. And I think a lot of artists feel this. I want my work to speak for itself. And I hit a point where I realised if I really want to make this happen, I also have to speak for my work.
This is the business of art. G'day, Paul here with the Business of Art, where creativity and commerce come together. This video is part 5 in my interview series with Sherryl-Lee Secomb, Marketing Specialist in Brisbane. In this video, Sherryl-Lee gives us some specific tactics that we can use when utilising social media to promote our theatre company and our shows. So, let's get into it.
Here's the truth. It is not easy. It is very difficult. Marketing is difficult. It's not as simple as picking up your phone and putting a few things up on Instagram. It's long, it takes a lot of hours, but if you just start chewing, you can make an impact. You will get better the more you do. You will have to skill up, but you don't have to become a full-time marketer to make it happen. It's amazing once you actually start the process and start making a bit of noise, opportunities come. What's really important, being your own marketer, whether you are a personal brand as an actor or promoting a theatre company, is being a storyteller that you are. We're natural storytellers. That's who we are and what we do. Use that. That's what business marketing struggles with, is storytelling. Heck, that's what we do. So tell a story. So when you post, don't just say buy tickets. Tell a story of what's happening in the photo, or a struggle of the day, or whatever it is. But be a storyteller.
Take a rehearsal photo, for instance. What would you post with that?
Here's where we get to tactics. So let's say we're looking at an Instagram grid of 9. You're working 9 for Instagram. So you want variety in your social media. So you might have some long form, which is telling a long story. So you don't have to tell the exact story of what happened at that rehearsal, which is why you can bank and use a photo 2 months later. You might tell a story, or you might just purely see that looks funny and reminds me of something that happened on The Simpsons. So you might just do that, a little quick thing of, that's what you see, and it's just for fun. So it goes a 4-3-2. 4 are adding value. So 4 posts will be telling a really good story. It might be your journey, it might be an actor's story, it might be something that adds value to the reader, the person receiving it.
So how does me telling my story add value to the reader?
Because they find it interesting, you're entertaining them. Entertain, educate, or inspire.
Okay.
So on the 3 posts, you might educate. You might go behind the scenes about what a lighting tech does. What's it like, lighting a show, or whatever it is. We, throw the jargon around of bump in and all the rest of it. The average person doesn't know what the heck you're talking about. So not patronisingly, but, playing with that and bringing them into the journey, letting them feel like they're in the theatre. And then 2 of those posts, so 20% of what you do, is actually saying, buy tickets. Your call to actions will change, but they're always there. So in that 9 posts of Instagram, they know the show, because you're not saying at the end of every post, buy tickets. You're talking about, here at rehearsals 4, this is what we've done today, or whatever. So you've thrown in the name that's always going into their mind, but they haven't been fatigued by constantly being asked for something. But you're getting the message across anyway.
Yeah, great. I think it's interesting you touched on that earlier about the touch points, the 6 to 8 touch points that it takes before somebody even recognises you. It's a very old sales kind of focus, in a sense. Now in social media you're saying it's sort of 14 to 15, and so this kind of idea around posting the different aspects of what you're doing, something every day, with the hashtags on Instagram. Hashtags on Facebook?
No.
Are they working? They're not working?
No, not really.
So getting outgoing reach on Instagram, we're using hashtags. How are we getting outgoing reach on Facebook?
There's a touchy point. Not very well.
Okay.
Not very well. That's, good old Zuckerberg. It's all changing constantly. Organic growth, or organic reach, what they call it, where you don't have to pay for it, is dropping. But what you notice is that pages that actually storytell are doing much better.
So again, it's the story of how the show's unfolding, piece by piece by piece, is a show in itself to people outside of the spectrum.
You're entertaining
of
them. It's fun. You're not just throwing something up there because, oh, I have to post today, and it's absolute crap. You're adding value. You're inspiring. It might be that you throw up an interesting, inspirational quote. It's great if it's relevant to your show. If it's not, it doesn't matter. But it's inspiring. You found it inspiring, so let me share it with you.
And so that idea will work across both Facebook and Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah. Using Instagram that instantly shares it to Facebook?
Yes, you can. Just you go back to Facebook and you tidy up and you remove the hashtags.
Yeah.
So edit the post.
I've been seeing a lot of people put hashtags on stuff on Facebook, so that's not really...
It's not really a thing.
It's not doing anything. Okay.
It's location, yeah. People follow hashtags on Instagram, so it's really just like an SEO type.
Recapping. Strategy is having a long-term vision about the relationships that you want to build and building those relationships, whether that's face-to-face, through email, sharing, looking for ways that you can bring value to whatever they're doing. That's the long-term strategy.
Yeah.
Tactics along the way then are using social media and advertising in certain ways, that sort of thing. So we're really looking for the long game.
You are. It's the only way that you will build long-term life for your theatre company. Otherwise, you are reinventing the wheel every single show. And that is tiring. You will get tired. You will get lazy as time goes on because you've got things that you want to be doing. That's not your whole focus. It's not why you went into theatre. It's just a necessary thing that has to be done for you to get bums on seats.
There we go, some more great advice from Sherryl-Lee. I really like that 4-3-2 modelling for the Instagram grid to give that 9 block of images some variety. And I also love that phrase of educate, entertain and inspire when it comes to looking for the types of content to share. Some really great stuff in there. Hope you found that useful. If you did, please give this video a like. It would be great if you could smash the subscribe button. And of course, if you found this useful, there is a good chance that someone you know would find it useful as well. So tag them in the comments, share it with them, whatever you've got to do to help pay it forward so we can keep helping each other out. Thanks very much. I'll see you in the next one.